Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to have another unboxing video for you guys. And this unboxing video is very special because this is a plant that was sent to me all the way from Canada from another fellow YouTuber called Brad's Greenhouse. And he grows some outstanding carnivorous plants and orchids. He's not sponsoring me, by the way. I just really like his videos and his plants. But anyways, he actually sent this plant to me. He sells them on eBay and on his website, and he sent it all the way from Canada to where I am living right now, which is in the USA. So that was very nice. So this actually took a few days to get here, not gonna lie. It took like a good 6-7 days to get here because of the US customs and such, but it's pretty fast for international. I'm pretty happy. Let's hope it's alive. This could all go bad really quickly. This could go sour very fast. But anyways, yeah, this plant I am very excited for. This was actually a very good price for this plant because everybody else that was selling the same clone in the USA was asking for a lot more. So I actually got a good deal even after paying for international shipping. So this was a very good deal. So let's see. Let's unbox this. I should probably make my thumbnail. Wait up, guys. Let me make my thumbnail. Okay, I made my thumbnail. Hopefully you guys clicked on it. Alright. So, it was packaged with a bunch of paper. I mean, I like that. It's better than using a bunch of like peanuts or something because those are bad for the environment. But then again, I really want my plants to get safely delivered, so maybe the peanuts are not bad because I get my plant nice and safely. We'll see how this looks. Let's see. So it's a bare root specimen, and here it is. Nepenthes hamata. I already have one of these, but I don't have the Borneo Exotics clone, which is what this clone is. It's a very beautiful specimen. Look at that. Take a look at that. Let me take it out of the bag. So I have a pot ready for it, but I'm not gonna repot it right now on camera because I'm not ready for that. I have to set up the pot and soak the sphagnum moss. Here it is. Right. Oh, that's why he stapled it. Okay. So he stapled the bag to the plant. That's a pretty good idea. So he wrapped it up in paper towel and he stapled it to the bag, so it kind of became like a little paper pot. So how do I take this out? Well, I won't do that right now. Let me just cut this off so it's not in the way for you guys. Let's see, try not to cut off a root. See, Nepenthes have these very brittle root systems. Here we go. Alright. So now you guys can see it better. You see that? Look how beautiful that is. Look at that. So this is Nepenthes hamata. This plant is actually carnivorous and it's native to Sulawesi. I think it's pronounced Sulawesi. Yeah, Sulawesi. It's native to Sulawesi, and that's in Southeast Asia. And this plant likes to grow on the forest floor right next to a bunch of moss, and it likes very moist conditions. This is considered a highland plant, but they can be grown successfully intermediate as long as you provide them with sufficient humidity. And you can accomplish that by spraying, by putting some trays of water with pebbles underneath the pot to raise the ambient humidity. But yeah, this plant grows really well. I'm growing one on my windowsill right now, and I've had it for a few months and it's doing really good. I have Nepenthes hamata Andreas Wistuva clone number 2, and then this one is Nepenthes hamata Borneo Exotics clone 3880. So yeah, that's the clone this one is. And I like this clone because the Borneo Exotics clone, when you compare it to the Andreas Wistuva clone, actually has better coloration in my opinion, so that's why I got it. But yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm very happy with it, and I can't wait to grow it. I'll tell you a little more about this plant though. So Nepenthes hamata is actually named hamata because of the hooks it has in its peristome, the pitcher lip. It's not really known why they have the hooks, why they have these teeth on the peristome, especially Nepenthes hamata, because the hooks are very papery on Nepenthes hamata, unlike the ones in Nepenthes macrophylla or Trismariensis, which are kind of sharp and can cut you. So the theory with those is that when monkeys grab the pitchers to drink water, though, they will poke their fingers. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Alright, so I just picked up the phone call. It's actually Nick asking me to get something for him. But anyways, I am actually going to be potting up this little Nepenthes hamata because I decided I'm gonna give you guys a little tutorial. Anyways, let me try to get this staple out of here. Let's see. Not as easy as it seems to remove this, huh? So I already have the sphagnum moss nice and wet because I soaked it in some water, some reverse osmosis water, because you never want to water your Nepenthes with water that has a lot of dissolved solids. Right, so this is a lot harder than it seems because of this staple that this plant got shipped with. Yeah, took it out with minimal root damage. Might have pinched the root a little while taking it out, but overall didn't damage it that much. So there's the plant, there's the root system. See, Nepenthes have these very, let me focus on it. Okay, it focused. So Nepenthes have very brittle black roots, and you have to be very careful when you're repotting them because the roots break very easily. But yeah, just gotta be careful, gotta be gentle and loving. Try to make this nice and centered. Just gonna put it in the middle. Kind of bring the moss to it, kind of like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm trying to have contact with it, but I don't want to bury it too deep because that's not really good for the plant. Yeah, I like moss because it's easy to work with. It's very pretty too. This is not just any moss. This is sphagnum moss, long fibered sphagnum moss from New Zealand, which is like the best quality you can get. I get it on Amazon for really cheap. And it lasts such a long time. You know, I don't repot these things very often. I only repot them once every 2 years. So yeah, it's a pretty neat little thing to have in your carnivorous plant supply kit, especially for Nepenthes. See, most carnivorous plants you grow on sphagnum peat moss with some perlite and sand, but Nepenthes like to be grown with moss. See, I like to use pure sphagnum moss because I grow indoors and I like to keep the humidity up. But you can also add perlite to it, and orchid bark, and charcoal, and a bunch of other aggregates. But I like to grow in pure moss. It works really well for me. Nothing rots in it. I water it every 2 days. I give it 2 days to dry out, and then I water it again till water starts coming out of the bottom, and then I stop, and then I let it wait another 2 days and repeat. Seems to work out. Just what the plant looks like now. See that? Looks pretty good, huh? It looks like a brand new plant. Nepenthes hamata is very desirable because it has a beautiful peristome, and it has those hooked teeth, and it has a hairy lid on the pitcher. It's just such a cool little plant. It looks like a work of art. It's just gorgeous. This is just a plant that's a great addition to anyone's plant collection. It's just like the crowning jewel of your collection. It's so easy to grow it compared to other Nepenthes, like Nepenthes villosa, which is a pain to grow. This one actually does pretty well as a windowsill plant. There's actually a Facebook page for Nepenthes hamata, and it's run by this guy called El Greco, and he grows Nepenthes hamata on his windowsill, and he's constantly selling cuttings, and the plant's doing so well, and it's so beautiful. So yeah, you can definitely grow it indoors, and it will definitely do good as long as you have air conditioning, because if your house is too hot, it's not going to do well. It needs cold nights. It needs day temperatures of around 75 to 80, and nighttime temperatures of around 60 to 70 nighttime, and it should do pretty good. Some people do lower. I think if you do too low, the plants tend to grow slower. I used to put my other one at lower temperatures, and it was growing so slowly, so I keep it a little warmer at nighttime. But I don't keep it like at 80 at nighttime, because that's not going to be good for it. But yeah, so far my other one's doing really good, and hopefully this one will do good too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Here is one last close-up of the plant. If you guys can appreciate how beautiful it is. Like, look at that picture. Look at those teeth. You see that? That is so cool. Look at that. If it would focus. See that? That is awesome. That's gorgeous. Man, Nepenthes hamata is so beautiful. Alright. Thanks for watching.